Okay, so now let's look at number 14. If we think about number 14, well, we see that here's the point. And so then as we look, we definitely see that this has done some sort of flip. So I'm going to take each of my steps, parent function, reflection, and translation. Okay. So my parent function in this case, the only one that kind of looks like a little bit of a swoosh is the y equals square root of x, just like 12. Our reflection, well, this definitely did reflect. If I think about this going back, like if I go back to what my parent function is, well, my parent function's right there. And I notice this one is still pointing to the right. And so if it's still pointing to the right, most likely it did a flip like this. If it was pointing to the left, it would have done a flip like this. It could have also done this flip. But for this one, if I moved it back to home, scooch, 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 what I would notice is it would be down here. And so that's going to be a direct flip like that. So if we look at this, what happened is this didn't move that way, but what happened was all of my y values change when I flip directly over the x-axis. So for my reflection, I could either have it as negative y equals root x or y equals negative root x. When the negative is outside the parent function, that means it belongs to y. And for example, in this one, in 12, it was a y equals root negative x. When it's inside, it belongs to x, okay? X flipped. Okay, so we keep going, and whoops, and I missed a little of that for you. I'm sorry about that. You saw maybe over here. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I don't screw that up. Okay, so then for my translation, well, to get back home, I'm going to move this way. So that's +4, and then I'm going to move this way, and that's -3. So x +4, y -3. Okay, so then I have my function, y equals negative root x. I'm going to plug this in for my x, and then I'm going to plug this in for my y. And so when I do that, I see I have y -3, right? Because instead of a y, I'm writing y -3, and then negative root, and then whoops, I see an x. So I'm going to pluck the x out, and I'm going to plug in x +4. And then I get my function.